Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. KJRadio.com. It's a crazy story. Russian cannibal couple. You heard about these guys? I didn't do any research on it. I saw the headline, and I was like, what? And you'll see they got a picture of them side by side. Russian cannibal couple. And the title said, killed and ate 30 people. Killed and ate 30 people. That's one way to cut down on the grocery bill, I'll tell you what. Holy little shop of horrors. Mother of Jeffrey Dahmer? Seriously? Come on now, Russ. And they're following my page. And I mentioned this last hour. The Russians are following my work. I'm not sure if I should be flattered or if they invite me over for a meal. I may have to turn Vladimir down. Vlad, please. Killing and eating people. Wow. Who does this? Even if they told me humans were delicious, I just couldn't do it. Could you do it? I mean, look, in a survival circumstance like that, was it the plane that crashed in the Andes and then these guys eventually ended up having to eat their friends. I understand something like that where it's like, look, eat this or die. And it would be tough, but you get hungry enough. I've seen guys, man, woo, they eat, stuff that, like that song, like Fear Factor. Worms and stuff. And what's funny about it is they'll tell you, like the Aborigines eat these, they go into these trees, dead trees, like where these things burrow in and they get these grubs and they eat them and they say it tastes like peanuts or whatever. And I go, I'll just eat peanuts. Yeah. I don't want anything. I don't want to eat your guts. You know what I mean? Because they just roast them and you eat them like a delicacy, like a piece of candy. No, not me. I don't want the worm at the bottom of the tequila bottle. No, no. You have it. You have it. Yes, you. I don't even like the drink. It's mezcal. It's not tequila. It's mezcal. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for correcting me on air. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go have some mezcal. You can have the worm. Oh, no, I don't. I give these guys grief. They're good guys. My producers are amazing. Man, eating 30 people. Who does that? I bet you the body count's even higher than that. That's just what they know. That's what they're willing to admit to. Here's a place where this Russian couple could do some good. Yeah, maybe save the city some money burying folks like Chicago. You know what I'm saying? 32 people were shot last weekend during the NFL. 32 people were shot and a man killed along the Chicago River on the north side. And a 13-year-old boy was wounded while riding his bike in Little Village on the west side. That was according to police. Between Friday and early Monday, at least 4 people were killed, 28 others wounded. It's funny when you look at the Chicago killings or shootings. If you look, there'll be 3 different panels that'll show up if you do like a Google search. And they'll say things like 4 people killed, 28 wounded. Then the next panel will say 4 people presumed to be dead, around 28 wounded. They don't get it right. There'll be 3 different panels with 3 different statistics. That's how bad it is. They cannot keep up. They're just guessing. But anyway, this one report, I think this one was a Chicago Trib. The man killed along the Chicago River was found around 12:15 a.m. Sunday on a sidewalk, and it tells you the location. The boy, that's the 13-year-old boy, was shot in the arm at about 2:40 p.m. Saturday in the 2500 block of South St. Louis Avenue when a gunman got out of his light-colored vehicle and fired, police said. He was taken by ambulance to the Stronger Hospital where he was listed in good condition. 2,877, the number of people shot in Chicago this year, down about 400 from last year. There have been at least 525 homicides. I love that. At least. We don't know the exact count just yet. 50 fewer than this time last year when gun violence hit levels not seen in 2 decades. It's still outrageously high. Chicago will probably hit comfortably 600 to 650 murders this year. And you'd be hard pressed to find any of the athletes that would even say a word about it. They wouldn't even know who was shot, who was killed. 13-year-old boy. They don't release his name because he's 13, but it doesn't matter. 13-year-old kid shot. Guy gets out of his car to shoot him. Now, here's what's interesting about that story. So there are people, especially you white folks, y'all listen to the story going, I can't believe it. A guy would get out of his car and shoot at a 13-year-old boy riding his bike. Oh, that's just awful. And I know, I get it. Y'all are like, this is a child. And let me tell you what this 13-year-old did. He's probably dealing dope. That was a rival dope dealer who rolled up on him and tried to kill him. And the 13-year-old boy, it wasn't like he's some 13-year-old boy. He's coming home from school, gonna go do his homework and watch, Johnny Danger or whatever the show is called, and Henry Danger. He's a kid who's involved in something. This was not, it's a gang initiation and you got to go kill a kid on a bike. This was a kid that if you saw this kid, he probably would scare the crap out of you. It would be brown underwear. He's packing. Probably got a gun. Yeah. But I get it. You see these stories. If you don't know what to look for, you're like, oh my gosh, Kevin, the violence in Chicago. Yeah, you're right. It's bad. It is bad. But, my kid he's about to turn 11. My youngest is about to turn 11. And this kid is in no way streetwise, but he is light years ahead of me when I was 11 years old. Holy cow. It is, and we got him out of the hood so he could grow up and know that you can actually ride your bike in the streets, in the suburbs without getting shot at. You can take he's got one of these little scooters, that you move with your leg. It's like a skateboard with a handle on it, Anyway, he's got a scooter and he and his buddies driving, they go around. We'll let him go a couple of blocks over to the park without panicking because it's so safe, right? But in St. Louis, there's no way I'd let this kid out. Shoot, this kid would be making more money than me within 2 weeks dealing drugs and having me, I'd be a drug runner for him within a month. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be running drugs. It would take longer than a month. As a kid. I'm just joking. These are the jokes. Man. But yeah, the murder rate, and the thing about me is the blatant disregard of it. They don't care. Leftists don't care about this. More to come. Keep it here, folks.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.